cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Get lined up for the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Grabbed behind the line, it's John. Oh, he's got some space. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players involved in the game on the first play of the game. Just throw it up and let him go make magic happen.
They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Francis. Bringing the heat. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
This move just oozes confidence, going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. This offense has it with really good field position. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Fires left. It's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he puts through the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Mustangs are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Mustangs look to keep this drive humming. Unloads to the right. The quick out. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run. Now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Francis. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Under fire. Had to get rid of it quickly. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage. But they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it. Came to him. He tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. Extra point here will tie the game. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking for a crease. It's Crispin. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get in the space and make the big gain.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Fires to the right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Unloads it left. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Looking to pass. It's Francis. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
With the catch, it's John. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
And the Mustangs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On the move. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. And the Mustangs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
They're working that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Let's go! Let's go!
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Francis. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, SMU.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Wide open downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Hit right back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. A lot of urgency for this offense. To the air, it's Francis. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. It's a fumble on the play. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that...
There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Mustangs just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. He's got it. Touchdown, Mustangs. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the grab. It's Kirby. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
You can't can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Scanning the field, it's Francis. It's complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Wants to throw on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Snagged out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll run for it. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
And the Mustangs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Boom. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Pushes for the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. You can't spot that ball much closer to the end zone than that. 3rd and goal after the penalty. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. And the offense will accept the penalty and move the ball forward. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Francis. Under fire. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Gets the back moving. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds a man on the right. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Crispin. Lowers those pads. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He lobs one high down the left side, and he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. From the shotgun, the inside give.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And on 2nd and short, no tight formation here. 3 receivers left. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. And he rolls into the house.
do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He returns it almost to the 35. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Solid work on that one. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll start this drive going to the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
This time it's complete. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Kane. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Pitt pushing the pace. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On fourth down, going to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Crispin. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. They get to the line quickly.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
The Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Mustangs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Turning it on. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built a lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Francis. Got his man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Offense facing 4th down.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. And this one is perfect. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the offense has a gift back on the field after the costly special teams error. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forced 2nd down and goal.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They've been outstanding on 3rd down all day long, and they could use one here on 3rd and goal.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse.
And And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The screen, by definition, is slow developing. That was just a little too slow.
Yeah, quarterback just held on to it a split second too long. You want to invite the rush to you as a quarterback when you're executing that play, but you've got to be able to get rid of it, and you've got to be able to negotiate the rush and somehow, some way find a way to get that receiver or running back the ball in his hands. The QB couldn't get it done.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Buys a little time with his feet. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.